Back at it again. Let me just make it clear, I'm not here to bash anybody. I'm not here to talk bad about anybody or down anybody. I'm just telling you guys my story, and I'm telling it from my point of view, and I'm telling it how I remember it. And chill with me, and then stay the night, and then one night turned into 2 nights, and 2 nights turned into more nights. Slowly his stuff just kind of came into my house, and then it kind of just got to a point where, okay, you're living with me now. After before it got too serious, I actually knew that LaKenya was pregnant with the twins, and what I was told by him was that that they were together in high school, I believe, like high school sweetheart type of relationship, and they like broke up and they weren't together, and they slept together the night before he got on the plane to come to California, and got pregnant that night, I guess. And so I'm like, okay, like, you're not together no more, things happen, she's pregnant, it's okay, like, I'll accept that, which was probably something else I should have paid more attention to. It wasn't very long that I was out here that I got pregnant. I got pregnant with my daughter, and things were not so easy being out here. He was very, I guess, controlling. I'm not sure what other word to use for it, but I wasn't really allowed to wear makeup. I didn't have a phone. I had to use his phone. I had to create a Facebook so I could keep in contact with my family. And basketball is life for him. Well, it used to be, or when we were together it was. So he would spend all his free time and money on going to play basketball on this league or that league or this tournament or that tournament. So, and I was not allowed to go to the games. And then he used to lead LaKenya on like he was going to be with her before we moved out to Texas. He used to lead her on like to make her think they were going to be together, and he used to tell me like, well, I have to do that in order to be able to be a part of my son's life. If I tell her that I'm with somebody else, or I don't lead her to believe that I want to be with her, then she will cut off all contact with me, and I won't be able to see my sons. I won't be able to be a part of their life, all that. And I mean, kids are kind of my weakness, so I let that slide. I accepted that and allowed that to be, because I wanted him to be a part of his kid's life. Like, I felt abandoned by my father. As the relationship went on, I thought that he made it clear that to her they weren't going to be together, but I guess he didn't. When we moved out here, unfortunately, his mother had passed away, and LaKenya found out about me at the funeral, which is not a very pleasant way to be introduced to everything. It was awkward and I'm sure hard on her to accept and believe. I wasn't liked, and me being white was an issue as well. unfortunately. And as we were out here, I used to take him to LaKenya's house and drop him off there. He used to tell me like, oh, she has to go to work and she works overnight, so she needs me to watch the boys. So I would drop him off and he would stay the night there. And oh my gosh, the first time was so horrible because I didn't have a phone, and I mean, this was like 2011 or something like that. 2010, 2011, around there. And my car didn't have GPS, and oh my gosh, I could not find my way back home because I did not have a GPS. I'm not from here. I did not know how to get home. It took me so long. But that's besides the point. And yet, see, still I was understanding because I wanted him to be a part of his kid's life. So, all right, I'll drop you off over there and go home and be by myself. And then I would go get him the next day. What else? And it was hard living in Texas with no friends and family and just him, and then the circumstances weren't very nice. And then becoming pregnant didn't help. And I was the only one providing. I was the only one making money. I was the only one with a job, sick, driving to work, throwing up in a bag from morning sickness or being pregnant, trying to get to work to make some money, to pay the bills, to pay the car note, to survive.